Alright, welcome back to another episode of Civilization 3 Complete. This is episode 15, as you probably can tell. Well, we're moving more knights into position. None of them have seen combat yet, but as soon as they do, the enemy will quake in their boots. Yes. They will be shocked into, well, they'll just be shocked in general. Alright, let's get those archers. We're just going to ignore these guys for now. But, we want to clear out their offensive forces so that we might move in ourselves. Huh, they have a fairly advanced road network for this time in the game. Very good on them. Too bad it won't save them in the end. It's kind of sad, except it's not. It's not sad at all. It's very happy for us. Alright, Boston's nestled here among the mountains. Yes, who knew that Boston was a mountainous city, while at the same time Denver was a coastal city? Yes, what you learned in your geography classes was all wrong. It's a very sad day when you realize that your educators have been misleading you all these years. But it's, I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. Well, it's a good thing I brought my pikeman along. Made short work of that guy. All these archers are deciding to attack or counterattack our offensive forces. Well, we still won though, so that's good. Yeah, Americans can't do crap against us. Alright. We might be getting less troops overall if we have an army of knights, but hell, they're a lot faster, so... Wait, what? Hey, you can't... Miami. There will be suffering to pay for that. You will suffer. Anyway, first of all, look at this damn thing. That's cool looking. It's as cool looking as the name sounds. I believe, if I remember correctly, this was a predecessor to the catapult, or maybe it was a successor, or whatever it was. It's a very cool medieval way of bombardment. Anyway, Miami, why don't you want to join our glorious empire? You know you do. Alright, well, we're going to take matters into our own hands. We're going to, well, nothing we can do now, but we're going to force nobody to make food so that the population starves off. That should prevent any further foolishness by the Americans in that city and other cities when they see the example that we've created. Alright, well, Detroit is going to be attacked soon. Tropical fruit, which is not the same as tobacco, wherever that is. Where's the tobacco we discovered before? It's up here somewhere. But yeah, I kept calling tobacco bananas on the last game. Wasn't that? That was sugar. Here we go. Now tell me that doesn't look a lot like that. They're very similar. Similar color, similar shape. So hey, sue me if I think tobacco and bananas look the same. Okay. Yes, it provided me a lot of trouble though when I tried to smoke a banana. It was a very awkward experience. But anyway, here we go. Attacking Boston. Yes, they're about to get taken over, I guess. I was going to try to think of a pun, but the best I could think of, they're going to get red-socked. And that sounded kind of lame. But now that I'm explaining it, it makes it even lamer. So I probably would have been just better off going with red-socked, but oh well. Okay. Well, we have medieval infantry losing to spearmen, but in the end it mattered little. Because Boston is now our city. Yay. Yes, no more tea parties for you, Boston. You're part of the French now. How do you like that? There is some sort of strange satisfaction in conquering America as France. Yes. I'm sure if Bill O'Reilly was watching, he'd be very angry right now. But I doubt he knows how to work a computer, much less, find this episode. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, it looks more and more like this is a peninsula jutting out into this sea here. In fact, they could have built a canal here, but didn't, so we're going to sail around this island. Because I'm pretty sure it's an island now, judging by what it is. So everyone's going to get down there. Have some fun. Our beautiful trebuchet. Well, bombardment tools aren't really too helpful in offensive wars, so we're just going to keep him here. But hopefully we'll find a way to use him. Alright. I want you to keep here in Bayonne as part of the contingency force, just in case Persia decides to get clever. Because we all know those Persians. They'll mess you up if they see the slightest opportunity. So let's get some more knights down there. We still have not... No, we have. We have seen a knight in action. He took Miami. So, yes, the first knight that's gone into battle has turned into quite a victory for us, which is good. Because it's very often that the first unit of a new type in battle, you're like, oh man, he's going to kick so much butt. And then he goes and loses the battle. And then you're like, oh man, what the hell. So, here we go. Alright, 4 turns to get you down there. Yes, the only bad thing is the war might be over by the time a lot of these units actually get there. Because that's one of the drawbacks of living on a huge map. I mean, until we get to, what is it? Railroads, our offensive range is going to be limited severely. A problem that's not so big on smaller maps, but becomes quite a problem on huge maps, as you might imagine. Alright, so let's see if the Americans can put up any counter-offensives against us. Something tells me no, though. Alright. Another trebuchet. I just love saying that word. Trebuchet. 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 Anyway, I'm gonna stop that because that's annoying. I'm just kidding. Trebuchet. But anyway, time to build some more trebuchet. No, knights. We're gonna build some knights. There's not much use a trebuchet can have on us for us right now. The Sistine Chapel in Athens. Yes, this was with vanilla, and it's very good. It makes your cathedrals a lot more cathedralic. Cathedralics. Imagine putting hydraulics in a cathedral. You know, you think a car hopping around is cool? Imagine if an entire freaking cathedral was bopping up and down on its foundations. Now that would be freaking awesome. Although I don't think you could have stained glass windows. You'd have to use imitation plastic, or else they'd probably all break, and everyone would be shattered by falling glass, and, you know, or would have falling glass falling on them, and it would suck. But anyway, what? Okay, time to attack Detroit. Alright. Well, if they got red socked up in Boston, they're getting red winged down here. Oh man, I'm really digging for these puns now, but I don't care. All right. Eat you for dinner. Yes, indeed. Alright, well, Detroit is ours. Fun historical fact. Detroit, the real city, was actually founded by the French, originally, back in the 18th century or sometime like that. And it was originally pronounced like Detroit or something like that. Or Detroit, or I don't know. Some French some pronunciation you would not hear an English speaker make. I'll put it to you that way. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course, but let's get rid of this guy. Wait, he got one hit in before he even... Oh, that was a fail. That was a fail. That was fail burgers and cheese. Alright. Well, I kind of want to get rid of these... Oh, that's because there was another archer there. That's why. But I think it's important to clear out some of this riffraff to bring back that word. Just because, you know, they're going to attack us anyway. We would just want to get rid of them. What I'm thinking of doing is getting both our armies in place and having one big smackdown invasion of Washington. That would be sweet. Hey, let's use our warrior. Come on, warrior. Ah, no reason you're or no wonder you're obsolete. You fail, potato. Okay, anyway. Anyone else we can spare? Oh, fine. Well, we'll bring out an entire medieval infantry to get rid of this punk. Alright, bring you over here. Alright, well, we just got this city, so we're going to... Well, actually, let's get rid of this guy first. Oh, there's two of them there. Yes, the Americans might not have much, but what they have, they're throwing it at us with all the force they can muster. Yes. It's interesting that a lot of America was originally owned by the French, including, at one point, everything west of the Appalachian Mountains. So if you live anywhere from Ohio over to about Illinois or Wisconsin, that was all French at one point, although there never really were that many French settlements in that area at the time. And also, for a brief time, they owned the area that was later to be known as the Louisiana Purchase. That was Spanish for a long time, then the French got it from Spain somehow. Not sure whether they bought it or forced it out of them in a treaty, but in any case, the French only controlled it for a few years, and then they sold it to the Americans in 1803. And that was the Louisiana Purchase. And you have been educated today. Oh boy. You get education with your shows. But anyway, like I said, we're going to starve down Miami to teach them a lesson. Yes, indeed. But I also ought to keep some troops there for so they don't culture flip on us again, because that sucks. Alright. Sail ourselves around. Oh, hello, Portugal. How are you doing today? Why are you hanging out in Korea? Yep, Rhodes is an island. So that's good to know. Very close to their capital. So they have the rare but not unheard of position of having one of their so-called core cities be on an island. Because it's still going to have good production. It's going to have a lot of gold. Well, yeah, a little production because they have a hill there. But it's going to be kind of difficult because they're going to have to ferry troops over if they want to conduct wars. So, that's not going to work too well. I bet Seattle isn't very well defended. So let's put together a, we'll call it a Seattle Sacking Subcommittee. Alright. Are you going to be part of the Seattle Sacking Subcommittee? You know you want to. Alright, here we go. You're going to have to wait a turn. Alright, and the Americans strike back. Haha. Ah. Yes, we might have to muster a bit more troops. That's not a sentence. A few more troops to mount an effective attack if they have this much resistance. Oh man, we're losing our guys here. Well, you know what I think? These Americans, they finally got their troops back from fighting the Egyptians. Alright, yeah, let's get gunpowder. It's going to be good to shoot at people with our guns. Everyone likes guns. So, well, first of all, let's increase our funding so we can get a little faster. It's about time to end this episode. But I gotta ask you guys, what do you think? Should we go to a certain point and then say, yeah, we've conquered enough? Or should we push on and take over the entire nation of America? Please tell me what you think in the comments. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all next time.